Tom, we go into the final day still with a chance. And I think if anybody had said, we were going to go into it with even a sniff of, the possibility of getting into the playoffs, everybody would have taken it. And we've given ourselves that chance now, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely. No matter how big or small the chance is, we've left ourselves with an opportunity. So yeah, we've just got to control what we can control, and that's to win our game and hope results go our way. But if not, then so be it. We dust ourselves down and look at the progress that we have made this year and take it into next season.
I said to the head coach as well today that football is the beautiful game that we all know, and it's beautiful for these exact reasons. Anything can happen in football, and whilst we need things to go our way, it's all about, like you just said there, controlling the controllable and hopefully finishing on a real positive note this season.
Yeah, absolutely. The supporters are going to come down in their numbers as well, so we don't want that to be just a token journey for the end of the season. We want them to enjoy their day out, give them 3 points to cheer about, and like I say, hopefully we're in a good position come the end of the game. But like you say, we can only go and win the game, which is what we're going to go there, aim to do, and hope we're in a good position.
You mentioned the support. I think it's going to be close to 1,200 going down on a day. The support, we've mentioned it on a number of occasions, but away from home has been absolutely superb, and yet again it is on the final day.
Yeah, massive. And it's easy to say, but it really does mean so much to us because it's hard to travel up and down the country following your team, and that's why we want to repay them. Obviously, not just for travelling down on Saturday, but like I say, travelling everywhere the whole season. It's no easy task, having to get trains, buses, driving. So we want to repay them and just appreciate them so much because they, like I said, they've been brilliant all season.
I suppose as well, now we're at the final game of the season. Can you see the progress that this team's made, from last season? It's the second season for you. Can you see the overall progress that we've made as a group?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously league table and points and goals, and that's one thing to say, but the atmosphere within the dressing room, is such a positive group of lads. Like, no matter through the highs and the lows, we've always stayed level-headed and try to bounce back if it's been a low and try and keep riding the wave when it's been high. So yeah, the lads here have really bought into the culture and the positivity around the club, and I feel like that's majority of the time is relayed onto the pitch, and that's where we've been enjoying our football.
How important is it then as a group to have that camaraderie, but then not get too high with those highs, not get too low with the lows, and try and keep yourself at a steady pace to make sure that everyone's on the right track to reach the end goal, basically?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the lads here, we've been really good at that this season of if we haven't had a good result, bouncing back, and that's just learning and understanding each other and how each other works. Coming in on a Monday morning, if we've won or lost, and having that same mindset of no matter what the week holds, going to be positive and look to put it right or carry on the form and into the next game.
On a personal note, how do you feel the season's been for you? I can imagine you're sitting there, looking back at it, quite frustrated of how it's gone in terms of injuries, but again, you're still learning as a young player, but still seeing the progress signs as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously starting off the season injured wasn't the best start. And then obviously amongst that, learning a new position and trying to really nail down and make sure I'm the best I can be in that position, probably led to a bit of inconsistency before Christmas. But after that, myself and as a team, I feel like we've kicked on after Christmas, and unfortunately I picked up the injury away at Forest Green, which for me couldn't happen at a worse time. But Folksy came in and done a brilliant job. It's been tough for me to get back in, which is exactly how it should be. The season as a whole, it's not gone as planned, but that's football. You have to improvise and adapt, and keep on going and keep on smiling.
A final note for me, just on Joe Folks there. You mentioned it in previous interviews, he's mentioned it as well. You seem to have a really good relationship off the pitch as well, and that's important as well as having that competition, isn't it, in your position, to make sure you're still both bouncing off each other.
Yeah, absolutely. He's probably my best mate here off the pitch. We always try and help each other. He's naturally a defender, I'm naturally an attacker. So, if we can help each other with different parts of our games, then, that's only going to be good and increase the competition between us both. And like I say, it's been hard for me to get back in since coming from injuries, and that's credit to him because he's done such a brilliant job whilst I was out.